Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Yay, we're going to have a special kind of read today where each choice is a different topic, but it all pertains to pretty much the same thing, your love journey. So what number one is going to be with the gatherers, what are their true feelings towards you? Like, what are their intentions? What are they really feeling that might precipitate some action? You know, are they getting aligned with the energy? Are they going to communicate with you? Any of the little things of that person that's in your mind that you're thinking about, where they're at in their head and heart space. Then number two is going to be the personality and a in-depth description of your person that you're thinking about. Like, what are some nuances and little special things that assemble this person together? And we're going to have like an oversight of some of, you know, the questions that it could be ethics, it could be family situation, it could be inner struggles, whatever it is. And then we are going to get times and dates and little details of when we're coming together with our special person. This could be, you know, across the board. It could be this particular person, it could be our soulmates, whatever comes through the cards, because it's like, I don't want to make it be too finite in case something different wants to come through. But I definitely want to start. Group one is going to be, what does your person truly think about you? So I'm going to use 2 Oracle. And then what we're going to do is get the verifiers with the beautiful Ellen Dugan's Witches deck, which always helps me. Oh, I love this. So this darkness card speaks to, they're kind of in the dark about the fact that you are attracted to and like them. Either you're very subtle about things and your delivery is very kind of like cool because you're not trying to, you know, administer too much affection or whatever. If you want them to know and you restructure how you communicate with them with a little more flirtation or whatever, they'd be totally receptive to this. Because the thing is, they are a little bit afraid in terms of thinking you're, you know, a little too upscale, a little too attractive. You've got a lot going on. This is something that they truly feel. When I have the Spirit of the West, because see, that's how receptive they'd be and make an offer if they knew. But I feel like you're a little too subtle in your approach. A lot of times, you know, there's that old adage, well, I want them to approach me. If they're attracted to me, they would do something. But their true feelings about you are, I am just dying to tell this person how special they are. I am just dying to create a nice connection so this can develop. So I feel like if you're in correspondence with them, whether through text or whatever, you can add a little more flirtation. And honestly, if you just outright said, because they are so totally in the dark about your intentions or attention or what you feel about them, that they will feel so happy and revitalized if you put in a little flirtation in there too, because they really are attracted to you, but they do not think they stand a snowball's chance in hell. That dark, yeah, oh, look. Love this. Yeah, they're right now they feel a little bereft of attention because they want to issue some kind of decree on a romantic front. Yet they are afraid either they'll be rebuffed or there's nothing on your end that will be reciprocal about this. So again, just a warm, welcoming smile if you communicate through text and emails, a little flirtation if they are close by. Oh, listen, I'd love to get a cup of coffee and discuss this. It really is the warm-up sequence for you because this person is interested and they really are kind of bummed out right now that, you know, it's not on a level that they'd like, because they also feel like you have all these beautiful, like, personality traits that they just love so much. Your kindness, your intelligence, the way you listen to people, the way you're quick to laugh, all of that. They've been observant of this. Some of these people are following you like on your IG stories and other places, and they just find you beautiful. They find you amazing, and they have been looking for a way to engineer some kind of run-in date, something that they can just mention casually so it doesn't seem like they're overreaching, again, because they're not sure how you'll receive this. However, If this person you're questioning, their motives are very, very wonderful and pure. When you get this Knight, that's somebody who comes from a place of integrity, honesty, and they just want to get to know you. So you guys bring this poor soul out of the dark with a kind word and a kind gesture. The spirit of the West is really about awesome growth, the potential for growth and honor, all of that. Something you could do too is if you get a message from them, and it could be school, business, or whatever related, and they're just keeping things rather formal, is just kind of extend that olive branch. Tiny bit of flirtation, just like, oh, I saw your post and you look great in this picture, whatever it is. I'm telling you, the meagerest compliment from you is going to make their week. They really are just in a holding pattern, and they're waiting for some kind of like, how you doing over there, which I love. So, wow, anything you devise is going to launch them into the stratosphere of happiness. Wow. I feel like they've been an admirer of yours for a while, and they just, they had a little bit of confidence. They need a bit of a confidence boost, and I feel like if you can provide that, dude, they will convert in a second, and you'll have everything clarified. I love that group one. And feel free to watch the others because they're different topics. I thought I would just do like a full encompassing read that covers a lot of details. And I like the idea of that. So let me integrate these cards back in and shuffle. So that is you, group one. If that was your main question, feel free to watch. Group two is actually, we're now going to be, there are some in-depth things about the personality that you may not have known. And this can be a different person. Just start thinking of the person that you're thinking, I'm kind of curious about them. What are they all about? What are they interested in? What are some of their proclivities? Are they artistic? Are they spiritual? Things of that nature. Oh, karmic debt. Seer. Oh, so your particular person does have some wonderful spiritual practices. They're also gifted, where I feel like this is just such super high emotional intelligence that they see what others want. They can connect. I have this ability, when I slow everything down, I can really bring in and have some exceptional vantage point of what people want for some reason. Like, I really get that people are very wanting, and they inadvertently voice that through just the way they talk about certain things. So if you really listen, you can understand what people are after. And again, your person is anti-gloomy, anti-somber, anti-downcast. They are really someone who wants to solicit good news from other people. So like when they talk to people, they're like, hey, how's your day going? They're one of those people that they want the vibration to go up, and someone to be happy, and somebody to feel good. Yeah, you see, they don't want anybody to feel, ooh, you've got some really, really interesting facts. I want to put a clarifier on that for your person. This is what they're going through right now, and some things you might not know about them. So let's start with this 10 of Pentacles. Your particular person, if they haven't already acquired, they have the potential to be extraordinarily wealthy. They're very good with energy of money, understanding it, acquiring it, investing it, caring for it. They're not frivolous. They're one of those people where they don't have to have all these labels and fancy everything because they like to invest. They have an astounding and uncanny ability to know what is going to increase in value. So they might be a collector of some sort. So it could be anything, coins, stamps, all of that. They have had such adversity in the past. I feel like with this, they're such a strong personality, and they're so smart that I feel like maybe perhaps growing up, they had a really tough time of it. They were probably really smart, super good with numbers, things that aren't super impressive to the opposite sex, stuff like that. But they are such a kind-hearted, benevolent person that they really put up with a lot of crap in their youth and as a child. So they might have been bullied, but it made them a kinder, softer, more well-rounded and spiritual person, because needing to turn to something for solace, they knew there were higher powers. So your particular person probably investigated again in the esoteric, probably knows about tarot, crystals, healing. They take a lot of holistic approaches to things. They are the type that is a wonderful emotional partner when it comes to really caring and asking you about how you're feeling, what your needs are, and meeting your needs. Fabulous communicator, super high emotional intelligence due to the fact that they really went through it when they were younger. They might have grappled with a whole myriad of things. They might been transitioning. They might have been transitioning from male to female, vice versa, experimented with being gay, trying to figure out where they were at. And if not that, just maybe not understanding their sexuality and maybe having that be a little repressed. So through study and honest self-observance and observance of the social norms and all of that, they are much more caring and aware than many people that are out there due to that, because they were so sensitive to it. They really wanted to understand. Your individual might have even had some sort of minor abuse, and then they just really researched and had the healing, because I feel like a lot of healing took place. So your person has such great understanding of everything, the delicacies of romance and intimacy. They really studied that because they realized that people get very emotionally attached. I just heard this thing this morning from Gemma talking about how men really it's a psychological fact that men take a much longer time to heal when it comes to breakups and relationships. They get over it more quickly seemingly and move on to dating, but the long-term effects last with them longer. Where women feel absolutely devastated and crushed in the interim, but then they recover quicker. I thought that was really interesting. But your person, I want to put a clarifier too on this. They might be a teacher of some sort. Look at this. Yes. So something you're going to find is they are going to be one of the most excellent conversationalists. You see these two queens facing each other? Man, can they talk up a storm of everything, rich, deep conversation. And, it's blissful, it's charming, it's cheerful, it makes you ecstatic that somebody is so interested in these topics to such depth. No superficiality whatsoever in your person when it comes to conversing. Everything. We're talking about theology, we're talking about psychology, we're talking about science, everything. They're so interested, and they don't have some highbrow like, oh, I know everything and let me teach you. They are interested in everybody's viewpoint. That's something that you're really going to come to love about them as one of their greatest attributes, is the fact that they really listen, are curious about what other people think and feel. And you're going to love that. This person is just awesome, man. They really are. There might be like a cool demeanor. It's just because they're protecting themselves. But man, your person is absolutely a gigantic heart, huge brain, gracious, congenial person, like off the charts. I love this. I love this energy when stuff like this comes through, because I feel like they're meant to be in your path. And there's a reason, sometimes we are attracted or we're curious about somebody because they're meant to be in our life. Oh, I love that group too. So yeah, another thing, I'm hearing they don't take sarcasm super great right off the get-go. So if you guys, you get together for something, I think just some cool fact that you learned, or talking about anything, crystal, something fun, something esoteric, something, that's interesting, but not being too personable with them on like making comments on their personality, how they dress or anything that, I feel like they're not overly sensitive, but sometimes I feel like people in this day and age, they come through with like a lot of sarcasm and stuff. That I feel like they'll be sensitive and feel like it's an insult if it's like on your first get together. But after they get to know you and know, that's part of your personality, that's okay. I just feel like this person's going to bring out the absolute best in you. They have the capacity to do that. And that's amazing. I love when that happens, when I'm around people like that. They spark something in me, I don't care about conversation about who owns what and what they're buying and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. What do you think about this? What about that? What about, I love hearing about people's opinions about things, just like fun things, or what they're learning and what's interesting to them. And that, your person is so into that. I love that. So that's you, group 2. Feel free to watch the others. They're all different topics that have to do with, love interest and kindling the flame in that. So what we're going to do now, that's you, group 2. And again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you need a private read, all my information is right on the thumbnail. Now, the third one that we're going to go into now is we're just going to talk about any times, dates, and the coming together of you and your person. For some of you guys, it might be, this person might be your soulmate. But We have to go through a journey. Everybody has to go through some arduous times, right? But now I feel in the cosmos, it is a more gentle, it is a more constructive, it is a more gracious, gentle energy for us, where we don't feel oversensitive, we don't feel like we have to be reactive, we're just very acceptance. It is a fabulous time for coming together of, kindreds and soul spirits right now. Warrior woman. Oh, I love this. Oh, yeah. And soul loss. I want to pull a clarifier on this soul loss. Okay. So I just want to, even though it's going to be about your coming together in the circumstances, they are right now, they're lamenting a relationship that has gone south in their their romantic sector. So I feel like within the last year or so, they had something that they just felt like they just lost their soulmate. But what's happening now is they have completely bounced back. Even though it says warrior woman, this isn't male, female, any of that. They have bounced back and come to recognize that we absolutely 100% need to let go of that energy. And every relationship, if it's not meant to last, is meant to teach us a lesson. And they're bouncing back from that because it really was crushing for them. But now, in the beauty of that, it makes them very sensitive. It makes them very loving and caring and attentive because they're recognizing that communication is the key to any relationship. And you can't just let things slide because they'll become problematic. Oh, so when this is coming, this is freaking any moment, you guys. Look at this. Oh, I love this. So 8 of Wands is about action. You put your wish out there. I definitely feel you guys have been observing this individual, or whether it is somebody you're observing in social media, somebody on a famous scale, somebody you work with, somebody around you, whatever. You have inadvertently, through your wonderful manifestation qualities, set things in motion. You have put your wish out to the universe, and now your wish is heard. So here comes your individual, very high-minded, again, like we were saying, generous, kind-hearted. This person's going to make you feel so contented and delighted with the world because you guys are on the same frequency. You're on the frequency of healing, love, exceptional change, for the best, because we all know we're habitual, right? And we get in these patterns that aren't necessarily great for us, and then we can feel a little bit like, oh, I shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't be not exercising, like whatever it is. I shouldn't be consuming, whatever, spending, whatever it is. This person, when they're coming in, this beautiful, contented, and charmed energy will give rise to your highest behavioral patterns and let go of all the stuff that doesn't. That dread that comes with, I shouldn't have bought all that or whatever, is going to just kind of crumble off because now your focus is solely on each other. It is solely on your dreams. It is solely on and I love that you have this double kings because this person really is elevated in mind. I feel like also they have a fabulous physique. They just really care for themselves. They're probably a really green, natural eater, maybe even a vegan. But you guys are going to help each other construct a fantastic and brilliant future by always communicating your goals to each other. Listen, it's really important. I really want to do this. And the support and unconditional love is going to be there, which is going to help each of you get to your next stepping stone. I'm telling you, there are people out there that extract good behaviors from us. There are people out there that extract that excellence. We want to be a better person. I remember this movie with Jack Nicholson, and he had OCD amongst other things. And when he met, I forget, Helen Hunt, he even said, you make me want to be like a better man, because he's quite selfish. He's an author. And that is what each of you feel like. I want to be my best. I want to have a lot of self-care. I want to look kind of shiny and beautiful and feel good about who I am and how I look after myself. I want to speak kind, beautiful, kind of tingly silver words that make other people happy because it makes me feel good, and it represents that kind of humanity that we're meant to do for one another. Gentle, gracious, all of that. This person, I'm telling you, is exceptional. And now they're going to be inspired by you too. And I feel like you guys can mentor each other and form this beautiful union that is, I'm telling you, this can be any day when you have this. But what we need to do when it comes to the star card and our wish card is, once we make our wish and what we want for this, and is set your intention. Why do you want this person? Why do you think this person will be special for you? And once you send it out there, trust in divine timing. The problem is we try to stranglehold that and say, now, me, gimme. And when we do that, we're showing impatience, which shows worry, which shows doubt, which shows fear, which are lower vibrational. So what we want to do is go, universe, I know, I trust in you. Here you go. This is my person. This is what I would love. And I'm telling you, it'll exceed your expectations because the universe wants us to being a loving relationships. It's extraordinarily healing for other people, for our families, for our earth, to see other people. I always laugh when I see people like Giddy and Love in little phone booths and doing silly things. I love it. It makes me laugh. It brings up the vibration. So now we're going to, and it will also, the universe will also customize a beautiful clearance for you. So all of a sudden you just feel confident, capable, self-assured, and you're able to handle the energy when you guys come together in that unique way. Oh my gosh, I love this. I was just completely guided in this direction. I was like, you should do a full fabulous coverage 3-card thing. And I really, comment down below if you like this style. I'm just going to have a quick sip of coffee because I have one other thing I want to add. I just want to say to you guys, I was going through my comments. I'm a little erratic answering them, but I do read them all. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Your comments make me tear up. You're so beautiful. I love your open hearts and your excitement for life and love and who you are and where you want to go. You guys are amazing. You know, if you were brought to this reading, I honestly feel you're supposed to hear the message that it's not only going to be all right, but it's going to be friggin' fabulous. It is going to be so like revamped in a transformative way. And you're going to advocate for yourself. You're going to alleviate all the pressures, doubts, and fears that you know that can stew around us when we're in a holding pattern and we're waiting for somebody. And man, is this going to be a breakthrough era for you. And I love it. You beautiful, beautiful energy, you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you want a private read with all your details, first-time readers get $10 off your first read as well. I'll probably put some special up on IG as well, and you can DM me or email me, and I get your reading right away. I do it usually within the same day or the next 48 hours. I just get her done. Wow, you guys, so let's go out there and compose the life of our dreams. I feel like your person, this relationship is going to exceed anything that you could have mentally devised for yourself, just out of the stratosphere, and you deserve it. You deserve it. So love and light.